It's Lujan, man. How are you doing today, man? What have you been getting up to? I'm actually gonna need to turn down this so I can hear this. Oh, that's me. So, I'm editing yesterday's Game Dev Stories episode. We do that, some editing now, and then once I've done that, I'm going to yeah. Once I've done that, then I'm going to do a bit of coding, just set up some logic for some hand-eye case stuff, and some eye case stuff for general. Okay, now I have to go. It'll be a long day. No, I'm in Loughborough. Okay. Finishing up the final year of my masters. So I'm thinking for the intro, just random like 2-sec clips for like different points of us saying crap. Do you know what I mean? Just like random back.
In the camp, I much prefer the office and the atmosphere of the office.
And then once we've got that.
So when the pandemic first hit and we all went fully remote, then that was definitely a struggle for me, like many people. And I think we all had to adjust to working from home. And I think that it took at least 6 to 9 months for me to really find my feet in that the quiet. Because when you're in the middle of a busy office, 20 or 30 people, then there's a
just need a random points.
Kind of ambient noise and kind of space that I have and the time that I have.
Face to face, which, like you said, like we use Discord as our primary probably too, but I guess like with Slack and Google Meet, like you kind of do. Yeah.
And I think most companies are still just figuring that out. We are, at least.
Yeah. So I've got a question for you. What was so obviously you said like digital, like you kind of initially it was about architectural like animations and creating experiences like that, and then it kind of shifted into aviation. Because I've seen some of the awesome stuff you did like British Airways and Qatar Airlines. Like if you guys haven't seen it, check it out like neutral.digital. They made some like really cool like 3D and like immersive experiences where you can like basically be in like first class and then sort of check out that whole kind of thing. So if you've not seen it, check it out. What was the inspiration? Because you're a founder of this, so you haven't come on, you created this yourself. What was the inspiration to be like, okay, this is what we want to create, and this is like, where did you see a market for it? Were you like adopt like a fully remote kind of like workflow, or what was? So obviously you said like neutral digital, like you kind of, and then kind of shifted into aviation. Because I've seen some of the awesome stuff you did like British Airways and Qatar Airlines. Like if you guys haven't seen it, the Matrix demo.
Yeah, they look really cool.
The Matrix demo.
Yeah, they look really cool.
The Matrix demo.
Yeah.
To build lighting every single time I move an object in the level has been. I've never been so happy about it, but no, it's really interesting. Did you see the Matrix? Matrix demo.
Matrix trailer, yeah. They look really cool.
Yeah.
And in particular, what Unreal are doing with metahumans is pretty amazing.
Yeah, it's like I did
Unreal are doing with metahumans is
How do I select up to this point?
and in particular, what Unreal are doing with metahumans is
So I want to get that clip. I'm so bad at Premiere Pro. I actually suck. I suck at Premiere Pro. Sorry about that. How do you trim? I don't know. Edit. Oh. How do I even? How do one clip stuff? I don't even. I suck at this. I actually should learn. Thank you, sir. How you trim this part? Should really trim the right thing here. Right. Oh, you just paste this thing.
and in particular,
Yeah, okay. How do I click this crap? Slip to. I don't even know what to do. I need to actually learn this. I need like a professional Premiere Pro or something like this.
Showing you how to do a very basic trim and clip to the marker. Now, drag your clip apart by clicking on the selection tool. You can also simply press the V key on your keyboard. Set your time marker where you would like to trim to. Click and drag the end of your clip to the marker.
Oh, I know like
Now,
that, but
drag
there's
your clip back to the start of
a
your
quick way
timeline.
to do it.
Reposition your clips all the time. To automatically fill in your starting gap, hold down the Control key while dragging your clip to the marker. Alright, that's a nice trim. You can also do the same thing to the end of your clip. Click on the erase the same way as I showed you for the end of your clips. Reselect the selection tool and then drag your clips. Wanted gap. I like to make clip after drag all your preceding. You could just hit the delete key, but avoid this. All of your clips to the left.
Oh my goodness, that's not a shortcut. That's just as long. It means I have to go all the way to the start. Mm-mm-mm. Now we're talking, there we go.
Cool. And see if it's something that could push the industry a bit further, really. Yeah, is a lot of your work predominantly blueprint or predominantly
Oh no, I've overdone it.
computation size? Like, how big is it? It's so easily like accessed.
Real guns, how you doing?
It's actually unprecedented. Like, I don't necessarily do all the designs.
Basically, I'm trying to edit, but I suck.
Yeah, I mean, we chose to go with UE5.
Where is the bit I literally just... I'm so annoying myself. Lost where I was.
Build lighting every single time I move an object in level has been. I've never been so happy about it, but no, it's really interesting. Did you see the main?
Yeah, that's right. Because I'm trying to learn it to be. If I'm totally honest.
Yeah, they look really cool.
Well, here we go. Here we go. Guys, what is the shortcut to you know stuff? What is the shortcut to? I want to trim all the way to this point without having to do this bit. Because I don't wait till it gets 25, or is it just like a long? Because like yeah, I'd say yeah, but like I want to actually because I suck at it. I want to actually learn it. Should really just move it. Like how now? How do I move this to the start? There must be quick ways. I feel like I'm logging this out. Ah, no worries. Oh, there, I got it, bro. There we go. Just make this look bigger. Oh, see, it's just like that. There we go. See, I've got that professional at this. What do you mean? But yeah, I'd like to learn it, so just gonna stick at it. How you doing anyway, man? What did we get up to?
Pete from the chat says he's just seen the Ballymore River.
20.
So we'll put the trading live videos like BP did a
What is going on here?
wow
Yeah, he's learning to fly up.
technological ability. But yeah, like it is crazy. Like you said, like, especially with
Oh yeah, it's at the start, isn't it?
access to creative power. It's actually unprecedented. Like Lumen has been my best friend having to build lighting every single time I move an object in level has been. I've never been so happy about it, but no, it's really interesting. Did you see the Matrix? The Matrix
The
demo.
Matrix trailer, yeah, they look really cool. And in particular, what Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. What what Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing.
She said, "Oh, please, wait for the yes, wait." It says, "I'm good working in the 3DC and trying to recreate a shot from the anime film. I don't do organic modeling or an anime style. This is an interesting way out." I love that, man. Yeah, it's got to branch out. It's the way. What anime film is it from? And what scene is it? Curious. I am très curious.
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing.
Okay, that's the first clip we want. Okie dokie. I'm yet to see another clip that's really tickled my fancy.
It's like I don't even know why I knew the access to creators. I just didn't expect it to be so like you can so freely and so easily like access this creative power. It's actually unprecedented. I don't necessarily do the design side of that, but some people like seeing what they've done, like making the Matrix trailer. The first thing I thought was like they do Unreal do really good like cinematic gameplay. So you feel
That's cool.
like watching a movie, but you're
I've not seen
watching it, and I was like, it's like they just it's absolutely amazing. Like that the car chase scene. I was like, that's immaculate. But MetaHumans, I don't know, it just looks so. In my head, I was like, who are these actors anymore? I don't know. Then there's like, as more I learn about like, speak to dad, I was like looking at memory. Is a lot predominantly
More than Ghibli. Oh, Studio Ghibli's unreal.
I'd say 90% Blueprint.
Ghibli's unreal. See, 9% Blueprint, gang. Fans, you got a job right there.
Blueprints are so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them.
I like that. That's a good clip. That's a good point to clip it.
So powerful now.
See, I'm just putting start. Do a lovely little snippy snip. Boop to that point. Bring you all the way over here, please. Thank you very much. Bring it down there. Take this in. Bring you across.
Blueprints are so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them.
Now honestly, I'll be honest here, like blueprints are becoming more and more powerful, and like Unity added Bolt, which is a scripting thing, it's same like Blueprint. Yeah, but it's getting to, but like I would always still say learn C++, learn code.
Blueprints are so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them.
It's good enough. It's good enough. Basically, I'm gonna clip together this in for the intro. Basically, what I'm gonna do is I wanna like basically have like a
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. Blueprints are so powerful.
I have some kind of funky music like in the background.
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. Blueprints are so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them.
Okay. That's 2 clips. I say how many clips? Let's say 3. Like, but like an intro. Let's say like 4 clips. 4 clips of the intro. No, I'll tell you what. That you can definitely organize blueprints really well. I've done a bit. In terms of how you can structure it, comment it out, and everything. I think the graph format, no matter how clean you make it, will always be messy in a sense. It's sort of like how why there's been a shift to motion matching over state-driven graph, because like the more complex your system becomes, the more like regardless of how well you structure it, that graph is gonna look crazy. But like you said, if you're not shipping to millions of people and it's like a very select few, do you really need to? Do you mean you don't really need a lot of the code? You know what I mean? Code elements. If I'm totally honest, and in some areas, Blueprint gives more like accessibility to. So like let's look at traces for example. When I do a sphere trace, for example, it's actually so much easier and like so much straightforward to implement it in blueprints. And the traces you can have access to are like you can do the same kind of trace, but the blueprints you can make it gameplay driven so much easier, like much easier. Like in terms of rapid prototyping, Blueprint is untouchable. Like C++, you just can't do the same. You're not having to rebuild every time or do that. Like it's just so much better. So like if you're deploying something to a couple hundred people, maybe 1,000, like Adam said, like really, I would go with blueprints myself because it's so much quicker. The size of what you're making isn't going to be absolutely humongous. You know what I mean? You're not making 50 levels with multiplayer and all that stuff. You know what I mean? It's basically going to be an offline kind of like one system thing. That the main bulk of it is going to be the design and the 3D environment. So in terms of functionality, it's minimal. That's what I'm saying, yeah. And especially if like your user base is small. Like why if I had to ship something to 2 people, yeah, or like to a group of 10 people that are gonna sit and watch it or something, like an organization. Honest to goodness, why would I use C++? They don't know. You know what I mean? They don't care. They don't care about the product, the end thing. And if it's so much easier and quicker to produce that with Blueprint, why am I gonna worry about? And then you have to think like, if you're shipping it to 10 people, who cares if the file size is 10 gig instead of 3 gig or 20 gig instead of 15 gig? Like really, like memory optimization in that point doesn't matter because that's not what you're trying to like. Do you know what I mean? That's not what you're trying to sell necessarily. It's the whole experience behind it. So optimizing it in that sense is just like, well, I mean, this is just for like a one-time experience thing. Like you don't need to, make it so that it's super crazy memory efficient. I mean, like, it's just going on 10 people's computers. Like they can have the storage for it. Blueprints are cool. And you need to know them too, because like with Unreal, you have to know it because Anim blueprints work solely in Blueprint. So you actually do need to learn it. Okay. So now we need to walk this out again.
He's made fun of him for using blueprints because it just looks so messy. Now, I am not against blueprints, but obviously, like
This is what we're making fun of you.
So I work in it.
No, I'm not moving to the dark side. Don't you worry about that.
The power blueprints have now is like I'm pretty sure you could.
How quickly the GPU space has moved and the difference between a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
Factors, like trying to represent that. VR's been around for a little bit now, like the Oculus Go. It's already.
Hey Joe, how you doing, man?
It's kind of peaked already. Do you think there's more to come from VR, or do you think it's already at its limit right now?
I think we're just at the start, nowhere near the limits of what's achievable. I think if you think back to where we were just 5 years ago with like DK1, Oculus, and what we were able to achieve in terms of with the engines, and you couple that with how quickly the GPU space has moved and the difference between a
Go ahead, man.
But I, as a parent, I'm embracing the new positives and its negatives. There's certainly some.
Pretty much. I know they're presenting it as this whole new reality, new world, but it just seems like so stick on VR.
Finally, yeah.
From my perspective, like what you're thinking of the whole thing, kind of what it means.
Into the space at some point, but you have some pretty cool stuff happening over at Varya.
Having a virtual headset, like
Yeah, today we're doing a little bit of editing of this video, so we get out a shortened one because human beings don't like long videos about tech. Let's be honest.
a fully digital age.
Quickly, the GPU space has moved, and the difference
There we go.
between new space has moved, and the difference between like a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could find one.
And that's yeah, you can find one.
Nice. Then we'll put from there. That point. I think you know what? We'll call it a day. Not a day, I mean like we shall. Let's play here.
Unreal Engine with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. The print's so powerful now. You can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between like a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could find one.
And that's yeah, you can find one.
Okay, I said one more clip. One more clip of actually no 3. I think 3 is a good number. 3 is like the magic number. I think really got some like funky music with it. Alright, we need to have some audio to that. Like sound like
What Unreal Engine with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. The print's so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between like a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now.
Tell you what, Jimmy, we need to get you an episode for this, man.
In terms of like,
Now that you're a UI UX guy,
I wish I could find one.
let me know when you want to get on.
You can find one.
Episode 3. I mean, we can get sorted out. Okay, let's get some tunes for this beginning bit. Let's check out how it looks. Good. Alright, there's some music here. You guys need to pick a side. Definitely heard that before. That's in the game. It's from Callum and one of his mates, Joe. That's a good intro, I think. I don't know which one I want. It's gonna be kind of techie. I don't know what kind of music to go for that beginning with. I don't know. What vibe do I like? It's gotta be like sort of really intro-y, you know what I mean? think the one before you, Space Flowers. I think Space Flowers. For sure. That's the one. Check this out.
What Unreal are doing with metahumans is pretty amazing. It's just so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them.
Yes, this is gonna be a bit quieter. And to be fair, but to be fair, we can also have like a sort of volume. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got a clue how to change this thing. Volume, how do I change it? That is the effects, audio. Actually, source no clip. I hope. Okay, let's take this to 0. Wait, hold on. 283. Oh no. Edit. Undo. Edit. You just drop this bad boy down. So
What Unreal are doing with metahumans is pretty amazing.
sound like this.
So powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between a 980 just a few years ago and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's in terms of computing power.
I wish.
Acro's a bit long, isn't it?
Like a 980 just a few years ago and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's in terms of computing power.
I wish I could find one.
And that's yeah, you can find one.
And then we go into the intro bit. Boom. I like that. I also want to long out this bit, but can't really do that. Let's drop it like that. Still a bit loud.
What Unreal are doing with metahumans is pretty amazing. It's just so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between a 980 just a few years ago and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's in terms of computing power.
I wish I could find one.
And that's yeah, you can find one.
I should have said stop. I don't know. What do we think? I don't know if I'm a big fan of it. That's
Unreal are doing with metahumans is pretty amazing. It's just so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything.
Also, hold on. I've got the lo-fi girl thing going on in the background too, so I don't really know on here probably.
What Unreal are doing with metahumans is pretty amazing. It's just so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between a 980 just a few years ago and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's.
I'm thinking transitions. Transition between clips. Transition between clips might help. bit of a, sorry. Get rid of this crap. So, I actually suck when it comes to like what is going on here? Somebody help me undock this crap. Oh mate, this whole thing. Okay, hold on. Thanks. I've done it. I did it before, but it's been so long since I did it that I can't even now. Okay, here we go. That's like it. Editing. Unit. Okay. Let's see this here. Fix controls. Video. What one in line? I'm looking at this one here. Video. Motion. Where's the? There's a specific one. It's like. So I used it for the other one. It's like. Starlight. It was video transition. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Iris. Alright, let me close up this. Iris. Here we go. And he's like. Oh, here we go. Chromatics. How about something? I need to. I need to listen. Okay. There we go.
The difference between
Okay, nice. Whoa. I'd say video editors, man, they're doing their thing, bro. This is hard. Oh, no, I think you can then select the effect to get out of this. And then Chroma leaks to the two M. Here we go. So then we can tweak this. Okay, cool. Cool. Oh, that's nice. Let's do it for all of them.
what I'm really digging with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. The print is so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti, in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could find one.
And that's yeah, you can find one.
And then we do another leak into the intro ping. I dig it. I dig it. Then you do like another leak into like or whatever. You know what this stuff. I don't know if I'm one of the more like a relaxed music. Yo, Skywalker man, how you doing? I'm just like this travel blog hip hop. I'm editing one of the videos we did yesterday. I say edit, I'm also learning to edit, so it's a kind of learn through failure kind of thing. But that's what I enjoy about it. So, miserably failing, but learning to edit one of the things we did yesterday, and then once I failed miserably at that, we'll do some more coding. I want to set up a little bit of gameplay logic, and I need to take a break from my care. I'll do some UI stuff just to change it up a bit because man, my brain is IK'd out basically. Okay, so I think let's try. What did this say? Let's see how this sounds. No, go to the start. Whoa, you're way too loud. Drop you right down, please. Thank you. Doesn't need.
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. The prints are so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between like a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
I'm starting to get a hang of it though. You kind of need to go between
And that's
each of the
find one.
the settings to define kind of what you're looking for. Each of the bits. I don't know if that's the one for me though. I don't know if I'm feeling that.
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. The prints are so
Just play the stupid thing, bro. I'm not feeling that. Oh. It's not if I'm feeling this. This music choice, this one. Yeah, I know, but I'm trying to learn. I want to make the quality of the videos each other. This could be alright if we time that to the exact point. Like, we time that to the point where it comes in. Then we fade out nicely. I don't know. Might be definitely. I just want relaxing. That's so hard. Definitely. That's not relaxing. How is this relaxing? I feel more stressed. Yeah, it's coming. It's coming. Just sorting some publishing stuff out. So we get the whole team on. I really don't think you guys are ready. Once you get this whole team on, Jesus, things are gonna start flying. But yeah, it's good. It's going well. It's going well. Slow but steady. Slow but steady wins the race. I can't be acoustic. It just kind of Hold on, let's we keep relaxing genres. It's like hip hop, jazz, maybe R&B. This was the my favorite one so far. I do like this. Okay. What? Now we're talking. What? 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 I said slide. The slide. Hey. What? Hey. Whoa. Man. Oh, honestly. You flicking through it now is just killing me. This is the most corporate music you ever hear, isn't it? Ooh. Ooh. Groove with it. You got, I've got a picture like you gotta have the opening clips and then you gotta have game dev stories. Like, what is gonna be? What's the sound for game dev stories? You know what I mean? I don't know if that's the sound. That's definitely the sound. What is this? That's miserable. What is? Come on. No, yeah, we just got Justin Drury, but once we get the character, like the basis of the characters, in terms of the locomotion, everything, adding the other characters in terms of models will be easy because they'll all use a similar skeleton. Did I not tick relaxing? What is going? What is I? What? Yo, Adobe, fix up, fix up. Ba-dum-bum. Yeah. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ooh. Hey, what? I can dig this. I can dig with this. Alright. You sold me, Matt Fix. You sold me a dream. Now let's check this out. First of all, two, I'll drop here.
I'm really digging the metahumans. It's just so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between like a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could find one.
And that's yeah, you can find one.
Yeah, we go into yes. Don't sleep on me, people. Actually, no. I want it to when it kicks in.
I wish I could find one.
There, we need to start the game dev story bit. Awesome, Skywalker man. Have fun at school. I don't pity you. I'm joking. School's a great place to be. Go and learn. I did my last ever uni exam last month. Come on, like a week and a half ago. And I'm never ever gonna have to sit a uni exam again. I probably will never sit an exam again, to be honest. Because CBA for all that. CBA for all that. Yeah. I've got exactly what so we gotta go. There. Trim it to that point.
I wish I could.
There. Ooh.
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is probably made the difference. It's so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between like a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could.
Oh, I'm nice with it. I'm nice with it. I've literally made 20 seconds worth of it. It's been about 45 minutes. I've made about 20 seconds worth of clips. I'm saying I'm nice with it. It's taken me 53 minutes on the stream to make 20 seconds. But that don't mean I'm not nice with it, though. You know what I'm saying? I'm still nice with it. Just take a bit longer. That's fine. That's what happens. It's life. It's life. We've got to live it like that. Okay, now what do we need? Oh, crap. This is long. Now we actually have to... Oh, God. Hold on. Let me save this. I might need a break in a sec. We need to actually go through and... Well, now we need to make the intro for Game Dev Stories. What were the... crap. I didn't think about this part. I'm like, yeah, we'll have an intro, but what's the intro? I need like a text bit. Graphics. Here we go. Talk to me. It's how video editing, yeah. I've got a lot of respect. Search up intro. Guys, I need to get like a video. I want like a cool... Oh, Adobe Stock. Here we go. Just screams Adobe Stock in the background. Nah, I'm not. I'm kind of not really. Need something a bit more. Bit more relaxed, bit more chilled out. You know? Nah, I'm not digging that either. Go away. I'm not doing that either. This is tough. So I got a question for you. I got Stream Deck a little while to expedite 3D work, but it wasn't as useful, and I wanted to open the programs. Oof. Stream Deck is in one of the little things that like Twitch streamers use. I don't even know. I've never used the Stream Deck, to be honest. What exactly is Stream Deck do for you? I just need like a cool thing that can be like Let me say like podcast or something. Oh, perfect. Perfect. I don't even know you. Oh, get out of there. I got it. My templates. God, ruin all the fun. I just need something simple. Just like, you know what I mean? Just a simple blah 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 episode 2. That's all I need. Ooh, that at the start. That could be tasty. On this episode of Game Dev Story. Now, joking. I just need something simple. Something, just something relaxed. I like the idea of that.
I wish I could find one.
You can go there. No, I'm fond of that. Browse. I do like that.
I wish I could find one.
A bit nicer. I mean, just a bit nicer. Bit nicer looking. What up? Ooh, I see. Okay, here we go. It's text. I mean, first, how do I change the text? Source texting. How do I change the text? It's fun. Yeah, nice looking fun. Something that's very like almost, not squiggly, but something relaxed, something chill. Like sort of like great vibes. Right. I'm not sure, Ugh, that is ugly. Streamlit. See, I would use it for some stuff like, say, if I was using C++, I'd have like live code, like build, like load, live coding, get my GitHub up, push and pull origin, stuff like that. Just like my most useful, like my most used functions or programs and commands in those programs. That's what I decided to. That's what I do. So, I don't know. Maybe like build lighting or stuff like that. I don't even know if you can do that, but it's an interesting one though. I see what you mean. This font is awful. That font is even worse. Jesus, man. Someone tell me a good font. That's like sort of like It's just got handwriting kind of. Well, that looks ugly as well. Oh, I wasn't born for this. I just need something that's like very relaxed. Yeah, something like this. That looks nice. Let's go. Okay. That's what it wants to be. Game dev stories. Let's put it back. That looks awful. No, I'm not a fan of it. I'm not a fan of that at all. That looks terrible. Whoever said that was a good idea, you're lying to me. Ooh, I like that. This I like. Game that one could get rid of itself. This one, bring it to me. Come to me. Come to me. Oh, that's ugly. What? Ugh. Who does this stuff? Railway. Let's check it out. Ooh, we can add some Adobe fonts. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get clean. Oh, clean fonts. Ooh, Railway is quite nice actually. That is actually very nice. Activate fonts, please. Yes. No. Um, okay. Those fonts have been activated. See, 18 fonts. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go Railway. There we go. That looks okay. Yeah, that's a nice font. That's what I'm talking about, people. Although this graphic sucks, if I'm being terribly honest. I like this. I prefer that. None of these are really tickling my fancy. I went over the movie because of it. I want it to be like sleek, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. And we're gonna line it up to the music. Yeah, no, I like this. I like this. I like that. I like the settings. Text. No, I like that a lot. Yeah, medium italic is always a go-to for a lot of. Because when I use SF Pro, medium italic, yes, please.
I wish I could find it.
Maybe not italic. Maybe not even medium. I like that. I think it looks simple. It's sleek. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now we need to line out to the music. Hold up. So now we need. So First of all, we need to transition into this. So let's go to effects. Before I do anything else, I'm gonna go to the toilet real quick. So you guys are gonna see the lovely be right back grabbing the coffee. Ooh. Let's add a nice transition. I think Chroma Leak or Lightly. Was it Chroma Leak or Lightly I used? Oh, Lightly I used. Bye bye. Bye bye. It needs to be short. It needs to be snappy. Then at that point, we do another transition. Then we get the next one. So now it's then what's the next one? It's the same thing with just different text. I'd rather it just be like boom, boom. Like, I don't actually know if I want to transition or not. Quite frankly, and that sounds weird, but I don't actually know if I want. Yeah, I need to. I want to get rid of it. To be honest, and just be like dun 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 dun. Just. Do you mean I want it to be like, okay, stories It'll just be like episode 2, Adamant. Do you mean like that kind of vibe? I'm saying this on here. Let's go to this. Still on this. Let's go. That was really. That's levels. What was that?
Wish I could find that.
And there's like a blend in, which I need to get rid of. Oh yeah, opacity. Yeah. Yeah, something like this. There's a blend out as well, which I want to get rid of as well. Which I'm guessing that's also in the basically. Not even. Let's open it up to see. It's not even. Yeah, video. That, yeah. They leave a little bit of a blank space. Oh sweet. See you in a bit, Leon. Okay, this is perfect. This is exactly what I'm looking for.
I wish I could find that.
Dum 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 dum. Then another one comes up. Jimmy, it's like it's a weird, it's different. It's just more, it's more subtle. Than what we had before. So, oh, that's where you change it. Okay. So 2. You need the time to music, so it'd be like. That's like a 10-second bit just for the intro. That's a bit long, isn't it? Can we?
In terms of like computing power.
I wish I could find that.
Well, let's see. Let's get 3 in. See. Whoa, no. I think this needs to go to like. This needs to go to like another frame or something. So it's like.
Find that.
All right, let's check that some stuff. So, we also need a thingy in as well. I think like a coming up. You know what I mean? Like if we had like a coming up. Or like on today's episode.
What?
Rather than just straight into it, if I'm honest. So let's do that. We get both of it now. How do I move it so that it's in front?
What are we gonna do?
So rather than that, I might just do another one of this. Just move this. So it's simple, you know? It's simple. But this though, is it? Oh, that's the only thing. It changes a whole track. It's a stick. That doesn't look nice. That doesn't look nice. I think we just get rid of this crap. Move everything back. Back to where it was, I think. And then we'll just have like a bit of a power transition, like a transition in. So we have
What are we gonna do with?
oh no, hold on. Hold on.
What are we gonna do with metahumans? Is really the difference is so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between like a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now with like 3090 Ti's in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could use it.
Somebody hire me. Somebody hire me. I'm nice with it. Awesome. Let's do this. Now, my people. So now we need to, okay, well, we've done the intro. The intro is done. So it only took almost an hour and a half, but the intro was done. Man, I respect film editors so much. Just not even film, but like video editors. Like when you look at YouTube videos, I'm like, damn, that's actually a skill. Yeah, no, that's yeah.
What I'm really doing with Meta.
They craft it so well. Fair enough.
So powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between like a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now with like the 3090 Ti's in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could find one.
And then we start it here. Cheers, Brody. Yeah, I want it to be a very like sort of like a simple, like very like dum dum, like a very chilled out, relaxed, kind of simplistic, minimalistic vibe. So I feel like that's the vibe I get. You're editing in Premiere Pro too. Ah, nice. Join the party. I'd say I'd put the Lo-Fi Girl stuff on, but I'm pretty much listening to this music every like 10 seconds. It's not much fun. I'm slowly getting better at it. Starting to learn how to do the things. So now we need to. What do I need to do? I need to do something with this right about now. What was I gonna do? We need to actually get the actual episode in again. And hold on. Yeah, we need to get the actual episode in again. Oh crap! I need to move this down. Oh, hold on. Have I messed up?
What I'm really doing with Meta.
No, okay, because I linked the video and the thing I linked, so that's fine. Let's go to here we go. Sweet. So grab this. It's just the audio though. Where's the video? Skype. Yeah, but
No,
where's the video? To be in the video. There you go, okay. I never know why it does that. So first things first. We need to cut the music and start all this stuff. So I pretty much timed it.
no.
ways in which. So we need to. Okay, so that's the point at which we're going to clip the music. Nice, lovely. So now.
No, I'm in Loughborough. I'm in Loughborough.
Okay, so now we need to edit the whole video. It's so long. Okay, let's see. So I guess you're gonna go through Final Bets bits.
No, I'm in Loughborough.
I want this whole thing to be at most 10 minutes long. That is my 10 minutes is my time zone. So
Finishing up.
be a bit longer, 11, 12, fine, but no longer than 15. So.
Yes.
It's just soup for this.
Because I don't know. I like work from home, but it's been alright to be fair. The final year of my masters, so yes, it's Loughborough's a bit different.
Actually, no. You know what we'll do? Move this away. I want to have little title things that tell you what the topic of discussion is. So like this bit is work from home. Yeah, so let's post this up. Yeah, so the topic is going to be work from home. Yeah, so let me go into it. Nah, but I don't want too much gap between the work from home and then the bit that we go into next. But it needs to match up with the music as well. So straight into it, you know. Because that ends perfectly, yeah. Straight into it, straight into it. Okay, and then we'll go straight into the clip, which is somewhere. Okay, so now we need to scrub through this apparently.
No, I'm in Loughborough. I'm in Loughborough. Finishing up the final year of my masters. So yes, it's Loughborough's a bit different to London side and everything like that. But it's been alright to be fair. I'm looking forward to getting into the studio in London when that's all set up. Because I don't know, I like work from home, but I don't know if it's for me exactly. Like, what about you? Do you like prefer work from home, or is it like more of an office kind of vibe?
I was definitely previously in the camp where I much preferred the office and the atmosphere of the office. And so when the pandemic first hit and we all went fully remote, then that was definitely a struggle for me, like many people. And I think we all had to adjust to working from home. And I think that it took at least 6 to 9 months for me to really find my feet in that sense and find a rhythm and a space where I was comfortable to work and um, get used to the quiet. Because when you're in the middle of a busy office, 20 or 30 people, then
We'll get
there's
12
a
minutes
certain
quickly.
amount of kind of ambient noise and kind of energy, and you feed off of that. And I think that was the biggest adjustment, at least from my point of view. Um, but now, having worked remotely for a couple of years, it would be difficult to go back. I enjoy the space that I have and the time that I have and the balance. And I think now I'm actually more productive from home than I ever was in the office. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting to be fair. Like, I can sort of get that because there's like, although there's, I guess you have more distractions. Some would say at home, but you don't really have the distractions of like hustle and bustle and other people when you're in the office space. So I can understand how being at home might be more like relaxing. I found actually like streaming everything. So we've been doing quite a. It's kind of different compared to how normal game dev or like dev in general operates. We do a very like transparent and open kind of development style. So your traditional games like your Rockstar, your EA, all those games will kind of like they wait to like E3 or something like special release launch to tell you about any game they released and try and they do it kind of the way of like build up hype and then maybe drop maybe a couple hints and then they'll actually announce the game and then they'll be so and so far development or like coming in 2024 or something. Whereas because this has been it's very like much a community project, like you need the funding from the backers and everything like that. It's kind of we decided to go with a very transparent and open, like everyone can see like what we're working on, when we're working on it, how we're doing things, how we're approaching it. So we stream all our. I stream pretty much every time I'm working on the program. I just stream what I do, and then people, which is sort of like a chat where people are chatting to you while you're working and whatnot. But one thing I found is that you can't really procrastinate because there's like people watching you, and like even if there's like only one or two people, you still feel bad because people can like watch you procrastinate. I don't know. It's weird to say because it's like if I was on my phone per se while I'm working, it's awkward to be like streaming whilst on your phone because you're not like engaging with them. So it causes me like if I stream for like 4 or 5 hours, I'll just be like fully engrossed, just like chatting to people whilst also working, rather than like being distracted around the thing. So no, it's weird. I do find working from home is actually has its benefits. I've been enjoying it. To be fair, it's been nice.
I like that strategy. That keeps you disciplined.
Yeah, 100%.
Boom. Stop it there. Cut it. Bang. Done. Tip 1. It's kind of long though. Won't lie to you. A little bit long. Not sure I'm feeling about the length of this clip. We shall see. Drop this massively. Put that even more, please.
No, I'm
Alright, we need a transition. Video transitions. Let's do lightly seems to be.
No, I'm in Loughborough.
Yes, that is the way.
No, I'm in Loughborough.
The thing is, the audio doesn't start straight away.
No.
So this needs to keep going until this starts.
No, I'm in Loughborough.
Okay.
Finishing.
Yeah, better. Although I like the idea. I did like the dum.
No, I'm in Loughborough.
Okay.
Finishing up the final year of my masters. So yes, it's life was a bit different to London side and everything like that. But it's been alright to be fair. I'm looking forward to getting into the studio and
Okay. We'll leave it. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this clipping. We'll keep it there for now. But we got a lot more to do still. But you know how it is. Assembly. Let's see here. Next bit. Put the view back in. Thank you, sir. Next bit we're gonna take. Who knows what to do?
yeah, he's had a kid. But then he was always he liked.
Founded.
Yeah, I actually didn't know you could. I knew you could unlink the audio. I guess that would be a good use for it. I guess unlink it, have the background going on while the audio is still going, and then come into the clip at the right point. Yeah, that would make sense.
About 20 years now, and originally as an architectural animation studio, which means we had the typical.
Yeah, no, it's if you right click, you can say unlink.
Maintaining
I
a
think
big
it's
render farm, which was super annoying, and that worked really well for 10, 12 years, and we had a good business working with a.
Imagine it's probably harder to work with someone, and like collaborate with someone where more productivity straight away.
For another 2 or 3 years, so we had and Unreal Engine in particular has become a really important tool in facilitating that. I'm not sure that's a space that we're going to move into. I think there's already so many huge, and that's predominantly because we have so much templating and IP that's built around the old platform, which forms the basis of every new project.
Because by the time we get to everyone in and we chose to go with UE5. I knew something like that would come out, but the access to creators, I just didn't expect it to be so like you can so freely and so easily and whatnot. But it definitely seems cool. And so easily, like we chose to go with UE5, which to be fair, obviously we're not putting anything production in, but it's been good so far. Like Lumen has been my best friend. Having to build lighting every single time I move an object in Ever has been. I've never been so happy about it, but no, it's really interesting. Did you see the Matrix?
Okay, so we'll have that.
And Unreal Engine in particular has project 2, 3, 4 years ahead and try and give the airline customers kind of a view or a vision of what the future might look like. And there was lots of observations, and one of the observations was that in-flight entertainment.
This is something I want to go into. Like, how did airlines like? If you guys haven't seen it, check it out. Like yeah, I bet you don't miss. Yeah,
No, so yeah, I used to take 3 hours a day.
Yeah,
just traveling.
So that's productive, more productivity straight away actually. So that's interesting. Do you think this is something that, like obviously, like post-pandemic, this pre-pandemic, this was never really like. Well, some companies probably adopted it, especially if you're a team.
Maybe not fully remote. There's definitely certain pieces which.
So I've got a question for you. What was? Yeah. So
Snippety snip to that point. Yeah, sounds good to me. Nice. Let's bring it back down to earth. Let's have a little look at this bit.
What was? So obviously you said like digital, like you kind of initially it was about architectural like animations and create experiences at that, and then it kind of shifted into aviation. Because I've seen some of the awesome stuff you did like British Airways and Qatar Airlines. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, check it out like neutral.digital. They made some like really cool like 3D and like immersive experiences where you can like basically be in like
Bingo. That solves it. Because I was gonna have a bit where Adam like displays what he does, but then there with me just saying it quite quickly,
you're a founder of
bit
this,
more of a highlight bit.
why you created
And then we could talk about the more interesting stuff is about like the inspiration behind that.
this is what you want to create, and this is where did you see a market for it? Were you like, there's nothing like this really exists, or was it like, you know, I enjoy the animation and 3D side of like development. This is something I want to go into. Like, how did it all come about?
I think that my co-founder Christian, he has a background in architecture, so the original guise of the business was very much formed around his passion, which was architecture, and I came into the business a little bit later, and then the move to travel and mobility. I think the studio was traveling a lot, and there was lots of observations, and one of the observations was that in-flight entertainment is quite bad. And it was an area we thought we could help. So we made a call to a particular airline, and we said, we fly you regularly. We think your entertainment system could be improved. Could you include us in the next pitch? And just so happened, later on that year, they had a pitch to appoint a new agency to help them redesign the in-flight entertainment system. We won that pitch, and that was our kind of first foot into that space. And I think it just snowballed from there. Through working with that particular airline, we started working with one of the suppliers of the hardware, which sits on board. That company is Panasonic Avionics, and they supply the majority of airlines with their hardware.
Any future guests trying to line up to this? I want to get my brother who was actually in the chat at one point. He does UI and UX design. He's a future guest. I'd like to do a backer episode from some of the backers if you're keen for that, guns. Any of the backers that want to join to have a big old chat. I'll ask you guys about the game, your thoughts on it, that kind of thing. I might even do that as the next episode. Then I want to have like one with each member of the team as well. I think that would be cool to get to know everyone. That kind of thing. So loads of different ones. Who might do the next one? The backers. That might be a cool one. One with all the backers. If that's something you'd be interested in. Just to see, just chat about what you guys think about the game, that kind of thing.
Those airlines a view of what the future might look like. So it's kind of like Panasonic's kind of mini offshore R&D lab. And it was great because essentially we had a blank canvas and a blank check just to do something cool. Like, here's a VR headset, here's a blank canvas, here's a check.
So I think back episode was quite fun. Just chat to backers. Everyone get on a big old Discord call.
And so much innovation.
Just chat to everyone, really. Team's a good one too. Yeah, I like that one as well.
Productize, but also to feed other parts of the business. So I guess that was the big kind of moving point for us.
Original 9 VP Bertrand actually has a question.
We were then able to productize, but also to feed other parts of the business. So I guess that was the big kind of moving point for us.
Bingo. Bingo, bingo, bingo. Chop there. Whoa. Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I bought that, that's the morning y'all thought it was rented. Whoa, what's going on here? What are you doing? All right, cool. Let's see this. So now we need you. It's a big old clip or something. This one's similar to be fair. Can move you away. Copy you. Bring you there. We need to add the music back. Damn, Daniel. I'll make it bigger or smaller, sorry. Let's see here. See here. I think really gonna have to trim all this crap. I think if I'm totally honest, we'll have to trim. Yeah, so we have to trim. Sorry, the display. Yeah. Trim up to that point, and then we can just have like a sampling clip that's that bit there for the length of that video. So it's gonna be dum 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 dum. Boom. And then it ends. Oh, somehow I've managed to time that to perfection already. Mad. But yeah, trim that point. There you go. Cool. So now we've got this little clip bit, which is what it's gonna be our intermediary. This is your intermediate. Sort of like stepping stone, what we do. So we go from this straight to that bad boy, straight to that clip. We'll add a light leak out of the clip. Dun, 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 dun. Add you there.
Yeah, 100%.
But obviously not work from here. Instead, it's going to be. What was the discussion?
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, it's like. You get straight into it, didn't you?
Experiences at that, and then it kind of shifted into aviation. Because I see some of the awesome stuff you're doing, like
That's off sync. I don't like it. Damn, why is it off sync?
experiences at that, and then it kind of shifted into aviation. Because I see some of the awesome stuff you're doing, like British Airways and Qatar Airlines.
Why has it done that? Oh, it's because I added. Oh no. Okay, hold on. No, don't do this to me. Link. It's not lining up now.
Experiences at that, and then it kind of shifted into aviation.
Does it need to be ahead? I don't even know it.
Because I see some of the awesome stuff you're doing, like British Airways and Qatar Airlines. Like, if you guys haven't seen it, check it out, like neutral.tv.
Yeah, that's completely off. Oh, it's because it snipped it. That's why. Like that.
So I've got a question for you. What was so obviously you said like neutral digital, like you kind of initially it was about architectural like animations and
Okay, there we go. Bingo. Nice. Thank God. I thought I ruined this whole thing. Yeah, I messed up because the bit I pulled in there was off sync of the thing. That's where I messed up there, and it kind of like shortened it into this clip. But this, I'm pretty sure, is in sync.
So I've got a question for you. What was so obviously you said like Niche Digital, like you kind of initially it was about architectural like animations and creating experiences like that. And
Here we go. Nice. Okay, thank God. um, bring it into this point here. Drop this loads. Here. Bring you down to there. Check you in.
so I've got a question for you.
Nice. We add light leaks in between two. Boom.
%. So I've got a question for you. What was so obviously you said like Niche Digital, like
Nice.
kind of
Okay, cool.
initially
8 minutes. So I think at most, if we do like maybe 2, 3 more short clips, we're longer clips now. Maybe have some shorter ones in between them. But we have this 2-bit here. Is going to be our break point between videos. For now, which I mean, I guess really we can add now. Let's see. There's this point here. We link it up. We can add our light leads. Down there.
Point for us.
Okay, cool. That's not gonna be work from home. What is the release date? Oh, there's still a long time to go. Very long time to go. Years. Let's be honest. Not years, like 6 years, but like 2 years. 1 to 2 years. I haven't even got the whole team on yet. So. Still a while to go, man. Can't rush it though. If you want a good game, can't rush it. This is the thing I always find interesting because it's like there's that balance between people want the game out, but then they don't want you to rush the game, but then they don't want you to take long on the game. And it's like you have to find that balance between the two. Julio, have you seen anything about a game called? I have. Stray. Is that the one with the cat? Let me know the thought. Is that the one in the cat that's going around like sort of like a cyberpunk vibe city? If I'm not wrong, I think that's exactly what it is. Actually, I'm not. That is exactly what the game is because I've seen the trailer for the game. The studio that makes it, I can't remember what the name of the studio is. They are renowned for those kind of like really good storytelling. Which is I love games like that because it's a story. Like it's not just like I play a lot of MMOs and stuff. It's just kind of like getting gear and farming and whatnot. But this one is a story, and it's like the game itself is telling a story, and the art and everything is in line with that story. I love games like that. They're really beautiful. Not only like aesthetically, but in terms of like the character development, the character arcs, the journey, the storyline itself is really beautiful, well scripted. That game looks really cool. I also like games where it's not just humans and like when we explore animals and different things like that. Was called HK Devlog. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like that game is only what it is because it's had so many years to develop and the storyline to flourish. You know, like if they were rushing that, it couldn't become what it wanted to be. Especially like games when you're trying to craft the storyline. I think especially that's when you really can't rush. Like you know, try and produce something that's more than just a game. Best game of all time, you know. Yeah, it's a one-time playthrough. It's one of those you play it once and you'll rarely return to it, but you might return to it like later down the line when you just like, and you'll play it again all the way through again. You'll love it again, but you wouldn't be playing it every day, you know. But you'll play it once, play it through entirely once, and you'd be like, that was a great game. It's almost like a movie when you go to watch a movie and you play it, you watch the movie, think like, that's a great movie, and you're satisfied. I mean, again, in the future, you might watch the movie again, be like, oh, you know, I love that movie. Yeah, stick it on, I'll watch it again, you know. But you're not going to be like the very next day go and play the same movie. It's like that. It's like, that was a great game. You know, I played it through. You know, yeah, let's jump it. I'll do another playthrough. But yeah, it gives me that kind of vibe, and it is different. That's what you want. Like a lot of the games, I know a lot of games like because they see what works, like battle royales, that kind of thing, and they just make the same thing really over and over again. Like look at the biggest games now, like Apex Legends, Warzone. They're all the same game, really. Like they're all the same game. I love storytelling games, games that build up like a lore, like a universe on its own. That's why those are my favorite kind of games. Games that like really are another world, and not try and replicate this one, but create their own lore, create their own universe, create their own stories, create their own history. Those are the kind of games I love. Sorry, I was. What was I about to do? I was going to do something. Yes. Wait to.
I chose to go with five, which to be fair,
5 becomes UE6, which is right. I think this is just the start.
No, it's interesting. VR, because obviously there's a lot of noise going on at the moment, like with Facebook's metaverse, Meta, and everything like that. And what are your thoughts on that space? Because I know from the outside looking in, it's
And you couple that with how quickly the GPU space has moved and the different.
that's true. Actually, that's something to think about. Actually, scale would have that impact. So like, I guess I want to go into VR. So like you said, that's been VR's been around for a little bit now, like the Oculus Go, Oculus Rift stuff.
Yeah, I'm not a developer, so I'm not going to be able to comment too much on that, or at least my answer's not going to be too deep. But I think that at least for what we do, where the deployment pool is relatively.
So like you said, that's been VR's been around. So like you said, that's been. So like, I mean, I guess I want to go into. So like, I mean, I guess I want to go into VR. So like you said, that's been VR's been around for a little bit now, like the Oculus Go, Oculus Rift stuff. So are they on the Quest 2? That's the latest one. I'm not too sure. Like, what do you think VR is the next big thing, or like I know it's already. I try to think the Gartner cycle where it's kind of peaked already. Do you think there's more to come from VR, or do you think it's already at its limit right now?
I think we're just at the start. Nowhere near the limits of
This clip.
what's achievable. I think
This clip.
if you think back to where we were just 5 years ago with like DK1, Oculus, and
The best game of all time for me is between Bioshock, Oblivion, Beyond Good and Evil, and Gears 1.
the engines.
Take off.
And you couple that with
Best game of all time for me.
how quickly the GPU space has moved, and
I don't even know you. That's actually a really, really hard question.
Which was just a few years ago. And what we have now.
I don't know what I'd pick. I actually don't know what I'd pick.
I wish I could find one.
And that's you can find one. And if things continue to progress at that speed, and UE5 becomes UE6,
I don't know what I'd pick.
Imagine what the future holds. And we have multi-humans now, which are almost indistinguishable from real-life actors. So we're already at that limit or that point. So I'm really excited to see the future. And I think a big part of that could be cloud computing. I guess eventually the computing power will be taken away from the headsets. It'll be in the cloud, which will be streamed down. The pixels will be streamed down, and then there'll be no more barriers.
Do you think there's any physical limitations to VR? Um, like, do you think like having a virtual headset like presents problems in that sense?
Well, we already have inside-out tracking, and I think the current generation of headsets just continues to get smaller and smaller. Once you can remove the need to have the onboard computation systems, and you can stream that, and you can make them more heat efficient, which means they get lighter, they get smaller.
Last of Us one.
Pretty sure we're going to see other players enter the space.
That's always a favorite for a lot of people. Last of Us again is they want to give those games, like I said before, is that it's storytelling. You know, it's beyond just a zombie game. You know, they're really telling you a story, and that's why you play it. You're playing for the story. It's not just a mindless, numbing drop in at Warzone, shoot, kill people, go again. Like, and I think there's you know, although like obviously we're making a bit more of a game where you play it regularly, and you know, I think you need to try and I love games that try and be more than just a shooter, just more than just a thingy. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you encompass either a community, a type of a way of being, or like a storyline, that kind of thing. Like Skate did really well to Skate 3. I loved it because it encompassed the skating community. Like it was a skating about more than just being on a board. It was about being a skater. You know, making your lines, shooting film. You know what I mean? It was more. It was like, you know, it was a bit more than just, oh, let's just jump and do cool tricks on a board. Like it was, you know, you try to really live that be a skater. But then one of the most, I don't know, it's weird because skating as well is like a very just hang out with your mates and put things together and do cool tricks, which is what skate really was. And the multiplayer aspect was what made it really fun. And it kind of encompassed the skate community really well, if I'm totally honest. But a lot of games these days now, it's, I don't know, and they make a lot of the same games. Yeah, Skate 3, one of the greatest games ever. I love that game so much. You just get zoned out to it. Yeah, it's so relaxing. I thought they make the same game, don't they? Fortnite, Warzone, Apex, they're all pretty much the same game. Might just trip it. Really, they're just different graphics and different art styles. Like really, they're all like battle royale. How many battle royale games can you really have? You know, without it being a bit like, okay, well, like what's going on here? Like, I'd love a couple more like storylines. Yeah, I'd love like, oh, Inspector Gadget. I remember playing Inspector Gadget as a kid. Hi from Russia. Nice to meet you. I know obviously not good at hi from Russia. Hello. Yeah, I can't wait to play the game myself. To be honest, I can't wait till it's fully done. Inspector Gadget was such a great game. There was another. Oh my goodness, there was a game. If anyone could remind me, I'd love them for it. You used to like. Oh my god, it was like you used to be able. You were this character, and you could be like different. Oh my goodness, you could be different characters. Like one was like a Venus flytrap. The other one where you could like be like a bear and you'd roll and you'd have to like. Oh my goodness. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. And then you were this girl that could like transform into different. Oh my goodness. I need to. I'm gonna have a look after. And it was an old Xbox game. An old Xbox game. I can't remember.
I'm pretty sure they're going to enter the space at some point. But you have some pretty cool stuff happening over at Varya as well. So yeah, the future's exciting, which is right. But I think this is just the start.
No, that's
Bingo. That's a good. What comes next?
VR, because obviously there's a lot of noise going on at the moment, like with Facebook Metaverse.
Okay.
Meta.
This is what I'm gonna
What are your thoughts on
cut
that
after this bit.
I know
I'm gonna say
outside
the
looking in,
intro is gonna be enter the message.
it seems like VR Facebook, pretty much. I know they're presenting it as this whole new reality, new world, but it just seems like Facebook on VR. From my perspective, like, what are your thoughts on the whole thing? Kind of what it means.
Yeah, at the moment it seems a little bit shallow, and let's hope it's not just Facebook in VR, and it becomes something a lot bigger and a lot brighter than that, and with slightly more depth. But I think, again, this is just the start. I think we're going to see lots of companies wanting to either build their own metaverses or onboard to other platforms. I'm guessing the biggest platform is going to be the Facebook platform. They are the owners of the headset. They are at the moment pumping the most money into making this work. And Mark Zuckerberg has an ambition to put a VR headset in every home. I would bet against him.
Yeah, it's true. He's done alright so far. There's not much. Yeah. Do you think it's?
Every time I want to cut it, we talk about something interesting.
Do you think they shift towards the whole a fully digital age? Do you think
We talked. I'm so saying, I don't know, podcast. Can you really cut a pod? Like, because it's like each bit is interesting. So, like, I'm just making long clips. So I'm like, it's all interesting to me.
I think it has its positives and its negatives. There's certainly some trade-offs, and we all are aware of those. This new generation of kids that are maybe too glued to their phones and social media.
No, hold on now. But we're gonna cut it, and then I want to do the bit where we talk about VR and like.
I know from the outside looking in, it seems like VR Facebook, pretty much. I know
I want to do the bit where we talk about like for education and training resources for VR.
From my perspective, like, what are your thoughts on the whole thing? Kind of what it means.
Yeah, at the moment it seems a little bit shallow, and let's hope it's not just Facebook in VR.
Do you think it's good for like humans in like as in like,
the owners of the headset? They are at the moment pumping the most money into making this work. And
Mark Echo's getting up under pressure. No, I never did. What was the game about?
I would bet against him.
Yeah, it's true. He's done alright so far. There's not much. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So like, I mean. So like, I mean, I guess I'm gonna go into VR.
It's 12 minutes long.
So like you said, VR's been around for a little bit now, like the Oculus Go.
Do we do more? Do we do more? Do we do another
It's
clip?
the latest one.
Do we do another clip?
Sure. Like, what do you think VR?
I think one more clip. One more clip about VR and like training.
I know it's already. I tried to see the Gartner cycle where it was kind of peaked already. Do you think there's more to come from VR, or do you think it's already at its limit right now?
I think we're just at the start. Nowhere near.
Damn. Spray Kansas. See, that's what weird. It's a storyline. That sounds cool.
Not just Facebook in VR, and it becomes something.
I think. Do you know COD? That's a stupid question. Everyone knows COD. I think the reason why I've stopped loving COD is because the campaigns have become sappier. I'm not attached to any of the characters. Like, I remember I used to play the COD campaign and be like you became attached to Captain Price. You know what I mean? Captain McTavish. You know what I mean? Like Ghost. You became attached to the people. My favorite thing to this day about Call of Duty was Spec Ops. It wasn't even multiplayer. Well, Spec Ops was multiplayer, but it wasn't even like big multiplayer games. Like Warzone, like to this day, Spec Ops 2-player, which is small. Like that was my favorite thing about communities. And the campaign. Like I remember playing the Modern Warfare 2 campaign about 4 or 5 times. Like genuinely. I loved that campaign. Yeah. Even the MW3 campaign, like I just enjoyed it. I don't know. COD makes me sad. I just want League play back. I've played COD a couple of times. Yeah, really. It's not a big game or anything. It's not very big. Pretty small studio. Yeah. Not very popular either, if you ask me. Okay. Now we need to get some light leaks up in there. This bit.
So like, I mean, I guess I want to go into VR.
Bingo. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Thank you, my people. See, I was agreeing. This is how it is. It's a shame. I don't know. What freaking these skins are. Honestly. That scene where you're in the. Oh, I'll be honest. I hated the map in multiplayer. I don't. It's the one where you had like greenhouse or something like the crap in the house. I hated that map with a passion. But in the campaign, let me tell you, that bit when they're running from the running into the field and he's at the helicopter, he's like, "Have you got the thing?" He's like, "Yeah." He gives it to him. He's like, pulls out the gun, boom, and you're like, what? Like that honestly hits different every time, every single time. Let's watch it. Screw it. Let's watch it. Um,
Or dry sheet every load. It's so fresh when you add a sheet.
Oh, that's loads fresher.
Yeah, sheet loads. Yeah, no dry sheet. Sheet loads of freshness.
oh, even MW3 I like. Let's not rematch. Let's go to old. We gotta have the same old camera and everything. It's serious flashbacks. It's the music. This was cinematic masterpiece. Oh, I can't. Don't do it to him. Oh, don't do it to him. General Shepard, don't do it to him. Boom. The bit where like they throw and you just see Ghost's head like lying on the side, just like this bit here. And they throw Ghost in and you see his head. Boom. That's what Call of Duty is missing. They ain't got that number. They ain't got that number. I just don't care for the characters like I used to. Sad times. Sad times. Shed a little tear. All right, you know what? We're at 12 minutes. I say 12 minutes is long still for a highlight video. 3 highlights though. Can we really? Do we do one more? Do we do one more? What do you think? What do you think? Do one more or nah? Leave it. Let's do one more. Let's do one more.
Maybe not VR headsets, maybe going to be mixed reality headsets. We've been waiting for Apple's headset. So yeah, I think this, again, it's another space that's only going to grow, I think.
So
focus that it deserved and slightly dismissed it, and how
going along with the lines of how talented and how intuitive these are for kids, like how well they pick. I would drag it to also an hour where you have other people to pick up with, but similar to the whole metaverse thing. What are your thoughts? First of all, what are your thoughts on thoughts on where you have become cheaper and smaller and lighter. Yeah, it definitely seems like an avenue that would definitely progress. So that's definitely cool. Okay, like
Bingo. What's his name?
Similar. I would drag it to you also an hour where you have other people you can interact with, but similar to the whole metaverse thing. What are your thoughts on? First of all, what are your thoughts on NFTs and this whole explosion of buying NFTs, trading NFTs, investing in NFTs? Like, what are your thoughts on what they are and on them in general?
I never saw this coming. I was quite an early adopter of crypto and quite interested in that space. And NFTs first came along, and I was maybe didn't give it the attention or the focus that it deserved, and slightly dismissed it. And how quickly it's grown, absolutely exploded, is absolutely amazing.
Everything is so safe. Yeah, that's the thing. It's just like what works. But I think that's with. And this is what I'm saying, like, though we're creative as a society, we have this issue where we love to follow trends because we know it works. But, like, that will stifle creativity in the long run. Because, like, initially, when we didn't have trends, you created regardless of what you knew was going to be successful. And that's how you create these trends, because this then becomes successful. But once you now know what's going to be successful and you're just following trends, and we, you know, monetize and give value to just repeating these trends, there's no incentive to create outside of it. You know what I mean? Like, why would you? You know what I'm saying? If you're it's just a risk for the sake of taking, like, there's no need to take a risk. But, like, we don't reward, incentivize innovations.
This whole, like, collectors and collectible thing. This was, like, never new to me. I remember playing games like CS:GO, or I used to play like Dungeon Defenders on Xbox or whatnot. You could, like, get items, and then this could literally, like, translate across to, like, real value. I think
NFTs are interesting, man.
EVE Online.
I keep tethering on,
but this literally, like,
because I'm weird, because I'm also like, do I see the value in the receipt?
in the game? Like,
but then I'm also like,
So like the whole like digital like
is it gonna be something that I can't see yet? That I can't
well, like for me, I wasn't like
eye on
super
yet?
surprised.
Do you know what I'm saying? And then when I
This
do
is
see it,
similar
I'll
to
be like,
stuff,
whoa,
stuff
I
with
should have.
CS:GO and
I don't know,
skins.
because I'm also I'm a very like open-minded person.
And,
Let's
I
keep
mean,
my. I'm
I've
not
took
ever
it to
going
that
to
kind of
turn anything
environment.
down.
I play games where
Um,
I've had collector's things and sold
I
them
see
off
the
and
danger in it being a very
made money off it,
influencer-heavy thing with
continuously.
like
So I was like, oh well, you know,
influencers being the one that are pushing it.
this is something that I've seen, I've done myself.
So now I'm
Because
wary about that.
initially you're like, why would anyone care about?
I'm also like
this?
the whole idea about
Well,
collectibles and stuff
I've
is
played
just
games
like
where I'm like,
I've seen it work. In like, you know what I mean? I've seen that whole digital
the
collectible
only
stuff
place where I'm like,
exist.
it's like obviously the skins that's not because there's
At least I think it stifles
there's
at least the
skins
frustration you create for
like,
people
I've
eventually.
never-
That's what I'm saying though. But I feel like we're getting less and less people that are getting frustrated by it and just like, oh no, I'll just hop on the trend. I'll hop on the trend. I'll hop on the trend.
The only thing that bothers me about digital art,
And like truly creative people that would be stifled by that. God, I can't be in this trend. It's just like, and at the end of the day, like obviously they don't have the resources to be able to create because the big organizations are like, we don't take risks. Like, do you know what I'm saying? It's actually something I looked at in regard to my business. So like SMEs, or like small medium enterprises, they innovate more than big corporations, despite lower R&D departments, because they can afford to take more risk. Whereas like say a big corporation, unless you're one known for innovation, you can't really afford to take risks like that, because if it doesn't work, you can't change up your entire pipeline, change up your entire business model on a risk. Because you're very big, you have more at stake. Whereas a smaller company with less people is like, hey, we could do that. If it don't work, it don't work. You know, less people at risk, less people at stake. But so yeah, but when so many of these big companies have the creative license for a lot of the creative people, it becomes a problem. Like if you look at music, like pushing sound, like whenever artists sign to big major record labels, really they don't push a new sound. You know, once they sign to a big record label, they just either peddle their same sound or like start singing and peddling music that is popular. Whereas independent artists can try different things. They can try something new. They can push sound a bit further, which is why you find like sound is really pushed by people that aren't massively like kind of unknown, like low key artists. Whereas the bigger artists, unless it's their own record label, you know what I mean, if you're just signed to a major one, you're producing either the same or similar-ish music. And you'll hear like new sounds from like YouTube and smaller musicians, smaller creators, because they can take that risk. You know, they have nothing to lose really. So true. Actually, that's so true. You're right. You're right. I think there is more frustration. You would come. Yeah, very true. Very true, actually. Yeah, I think that's like you said though. Like, yeah, I do think that like devs are a very creative breed, very creative bunch. Um, yeah, no, you're right. You're right. I think more, but I think there's an element of, it's because I'm bad, but like skill and like a lot of investment of your own like time in dev. So like game dev is not easy. So because it's like very hard to do, and it's a very unrewarding thing too. If I'm totally honest, like a lot of people don't see what it takes to make a game. Um, so because it's so unrewarding, you have to have a real passion for it and the drive to create beyond the reward and validation from other people. Because often people don't even know who you are, like as an individual. So that's often that's one thing that you're not rewarded for in terms of creating. Whereas I think in more of a Instagram kind of like YouTube creator kind of thing, following trends and things like that is very easy to do because no, I'm not saying these guys don't work hard at all. I'm not saying that. Like, you say editing and stuff like that is very different. But I'm saying the catalyst of success for a lot of people these days often isn't like a necessary like a taught and learned skill. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not something that you've invested hours and hours in. People can become famous overnight. You can't become a good game developer overnight. Do you see what I mean? And I think that's the difference. It's like to make something which you can truly create in, it takes years of experience, years of practice, years of hard work, especially in dev. Whereas to get the platform or the opportunity to create in something like Instagram or YouTube, it can happen to anybody anytime. Whether or not you're talented, whether or not you are. Um, there's no prerequisite to that. I think those that spend years, just say like, yeah, dev is a long-term gratification. It doesn't, if you want rewards and you want like validation and gratification, game dev is not for you. You won't get it. You just won't get it. You'll spend hours and hours and hours working on a system or working on a function or feature that no one will even know existed. Honest to God, they wouldn't know it existed. They wouldn't know what it does. They wouldn't know anything about it. So if you're looking for instant and short-term gratification, it's not for you. If you're creative and you like to create, like to problem solve, and you're looking for that long-term, like, oh my god, I created this thing that people now play and everything like that, it's for you. That's the kind of thing that you'll get. But with that is why you'd see like when creativity becomes stifled, they would be frustrated because they're not in it for that short-term gratification that following trends gives, because that's not, it's like I didn't get into that for that. I don't care about that. That's not what I'm used to. Whereas I say modern age influencing, modern age popularity, fame, creativity, creators, things like Instagram and YouTube and all that. It is all about really that short-term gratification, because it's like, it's all about like capturing your moment in the limelight, if that makes sense. Like if you have the spotlight for them, that could go at any point. So it's really like their focus is capturing that while they have it. And that feeds an idea of like short-term gratification. Like I need I need views now, I need subscribers now, I need this now. And that's why you pedal into trends, because it's that you need that short-term validation, that short-term monetization, that short-term gratification. And you can understand it, from an external perspective. I can understand why they would do that, why they would feel that way. But looking in terms of overall creativity, I feel that's difficult, because if we're constantly sinking this, I need money now, I need gratification now, I need views now, because in 5 years' time it may go, the trends will change, I won't be able to keep up. If you're constantly doing that, creativity in general is just like, you're just peddling whatever people like. And eventually, I mean, it's funny because if you keep doing that, that'll change eventually at some point, and then you'll be left behind. So only the true creators are the ones that stay in tune with it. So it's interesting. What was I doing?
About the art rather than it's about the hype and just owning and saying you own this and this is gonna appreciate the value. Like I see people that don't appreciate art necessarily, but are just investors being in the space. And I don't know if that's necessarily beneficial to like the artists and things. I don't know.
That's the same for traditional art as well.
Yeah, true.
I see what you mean about the creation of the art. That maybe the intention or the passion to create an artistic piece isn't the core motivation when the publishing platform is digital and it's an NFT, and maybe the motivation might have switched slightly to.
Do you think that prevalence of social media traps the career mindset in a general society standpoint, because it's working to follow the trend than to fight it? Yeah, social media is dangerous. It's a dangerous place. Like I said, it's difficult again because there's two people that can take risks, really. People that have nothing to lose, or people that have everything they want and therefore don't need anything, don't necessarily like have enough like security and privilege in order to take a risk and it not happen, like hamper them. Those are the people that can take risks creatively. If you are starting up and you're not making money anyway, you can take a risk because it's like, well, I'm not making money, I got nothing to lose. Or you're like, I'm super rich. If I try something that don't go right, you know what I mean? Whatever. The middle ground is hard because it's like, okay, I've got, if this doesn't go well, this could affect the business, and then I could stop making money, and then how am I going to pay for blah, 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 blah. I can't really afford to take these risks because I have this thing I'm trying to build up. I'm trying to grow my audience. I don't really have the money yet. I'm trying to get to that point. So like in that middle ground, you can't take those risks. You can't really fight the trend. The upper and lower, those are the people that do. But now the problem is the upper, they follow it because it makes them more money. Do you see what I mean? There's like less people that are like, I've got all the money in the world. Let me just risk that. Let me just out there create. Because the people that get there aren't often the people that are most creative. Does that make sense? Because we don't reward creativity anymore. Like real, like true creativity, we don't reward that. Like that's not what we monetize anymore. Like, some of the most creative people aren't the people that make all the money. Like if I'm being honest, you look at like, let's look at YouTube. The creatives really are the editors, the people that put together the videos and sculpt those videos. You know what I'm saying? If you edit your own video, creativity. Just recording your life is a creativity. Do you see what I mean? How you present it, now that could be creative. You know what I'm saying? But that's an editor, really. Like that's the creative aspect. Now the content you produce, I guess somewhat creative. I mean, it seems nowadays the content is very much the same, and it's whatever's on the hype. But yeah, it's difficult. It's difficult, and then also the trouble is then people at the low are like, well, in order to reach that point, I need to then follow the trend so that I can build up rather than take a risk. Because so it's I don't know. It's all about your motivations for what you do at the end of the day. Like if you're motivated by money, your creativity will be stifled. If you're motivated by popularity and fame, it will be stifled again. If you're motivated by a genuine sense to create, to try something new or a genuine individual passion, then I think that will help boost creativity. But it just all depends what we're motivated by. I feel like social media is dangerous because it peddles a life in a sense of being motivated by money. I would even say I was a victim to that at one point. Like I used to be not even obsessed, but like purely motivated by money. I used to think that was the way, like, just make money. That's what matters. And social media like fosters that really badly. Like it fosters that really, really badly. People that say like, you need to be thinking about how you're gonna make money. You need to be thinking about your investment. Like, and don't get me wrong, there's an element of that, and being financially literate and understanding money and working with money and making money work for you is very important, very key. But when you peddle that, that's all people think about. Do you see? Like when you can't when you're creating, you can't think about money. Do you mean like as the reason to create? Like that's a problem because immediately the aim isn't just solely to create. Everything is going to be skewed by this idea of like money has to be the factor in it. Like it's social media and the way we present. Like it's like if I'm 24 and I bought my first house, it's like damn, like Jesus. What if people like that kind of whole thing and that is like that's to be looked up to. That's to be that's the aspiration. It's like I don't know. Like what about the 24-year-old that is just doing trying what they love? Like well, I have a lot of respect for someone like this 24-year-old musician that's like trying to become an artist and just spreading music, busking on the street. Like you're doing what you love, yeah. You're not motivated by money, but I think that's a people would say that's you don't want to be like that when you're 24. But I'm like, damn, if you're doing what you love, like to each your own. Like if you're driven by money, then fair. Like I respect it. But if you're not, I don't know why there's this idea of that's the goal. Like really, because I mean, money past a certain point, it's all just want. It's not even necessity. Like it's just not even. It's just we reach a point where we're just wanting. I wonder what the other side of it would be. I agree with what you're saying, but I'm curious as to what will come from when the mindset does switch to favoring creativity. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it will. I don't know if it ever will switch to favoring creativity. I mean, let's look at NFTs. It's not about creativity anymore. It's just not. Because digital art has existed for a very long time. There's people acting like it hasn't. Like digital art is new. What? No, it's existed for time. People are just doing it now because they can make money off it. That's like what people care about NFTs, because you can make bank off it. You can buy it and then sell it later for money. But And people do that with art, like real art as well. Don't get me wrong. But should that be why art is made? Should art be made to resell? No. Like, I feel like if I bought art, I'd want it to keep it. Like, I would never buy art because thinking you could sell this later for more money. Don't that defeat the purpose? Like, it's because you appreciate it. You look at it like, oh, this is beautiful. Like, it's subjective 100%, but it's because you like what you see. Like, if you see that, if you're like, oh my goodness, when I see this piece of art, I'm seeing profit. Do you see what I mean? Like, is that appreciation? Well, but then it's subjective. I don't know. It's a sticky one. Living and surviving, honestly, man. Like, honestly. Like, I only really started to enjoy, like, it's weird. Like, I love what I do now. Like, I genuinely love what I do. Like, making a game, doing videos and stuff, and like editing videos and stuff. And more the tech side of it. Like, I like editing, coding. On goodness, like, if you didn't pay me, I really wouldn't care. Really wouldn't care. Like, so I'll tell you now, like, to today, because we still went on publishers, like, it's almost been in like 3 months, it would have been a year. Now I've been working with Holy Sleep. And because of the publisher, I've not been paid yet. But I've not like asked to be yet because I understand the process, I understand what's going on. Like, that's not why I'm doing it. Do you see what I mean? And I don't even think about that. Like, other people ask me, do you see? Isn't that quite like other people are like, oh, when are you gonna? I'm like, I don't want to know. I'm learning, I'm enjoying, I'm meeting new people, I'm learning new skills, I'm finding out about myself. Like, I don't care about the money. Like, who cares about that? Like, these are things that money can't buy. You know, like, so like, what do you gain? Like, if I look how I spent this last year of my life, if someone said, okay, you can either just work a job and make X amount of money, or you can develop all these areas of yourself. I mean, like, well, I can't pay 100 grand ain't gonna give me, you know what I mean? Like, 100 grand ain't gonna let me meet the kind of people that I want to, like, people that are similar to me, learn new skills, interact with the community that I actually interested in and is very fun and like interactive and engaging. We can have do this conversation with. Like, money just don't buy all those things. So it's like, why is that? What? I'm not motivated by that, you know. So I ranted, honestly.
Kind of monetary value of it rather than the artistic value of it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm curious to see where it goes. Honestly, like, next like 5 years or so, I wonder where this whole space will be with metaverse. But I guess again, like, the technology as it advances, like, we look back 10 years from now, which is it's crazy because I said 2012. 10 years ago, like, where we are now, like, I mean, look at I could video games and compare the state they are then, to where they like 10 years, like where they are now. Like, I would never.
Yeah, like, I will also say, like, I'm aware of what I'm saying is from a privileged perspective. Like, if I'm honest with you, like, it's a privilege to be able to say, like, oh, yeah, I can afford to not be paid. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, even though, like, I mean, I'm a broke ass student. Let's be honest. Like, I got money. Like, I'm broke, overdraft. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm a broke ass student. There's no, like, I ain't rich. Like, anybody got money like that. But you know, I make it work. And I work every so often when I can if I need the piece or that's security crap. But that's also, I'm still more privileged in that sense than, you know, a lot of other people. Like, it's one thing to remember, like, when we do have, like, me and you having a discussion on our PCs where we, like, I've got a £1,000 plus PC with 2 screens here. Like, for me to say I'm not privileged, that's just stupid. It's just, you know what I mean? It's like an understanding of, like, I'm not driven by money, but I'm also privileged to be in a position where I'm not driven by money. Do you know what I mean? Like, the ability to create, like, it's a privilege to be able to be creative. That makes sense? Do you mean, if that makes sense? Like creativity is a privilege in a sense. Like not everyone is able to be creative because they can't have that opportunity or that freedom to. So that's one thing we got to remember when we talk about all this stuff, being driven by money. So some people are driven by money because they can't afford to be driven by anything else, which is valid, you know. I just don't know in terms of the development of society, if you can afford and you're privileged enough to not be driven by money, to continue to be driven by money, would that push us further as a human race? I don't know, but I'm thankful for my own privilege. I'm accepting of it. Yeah, I can only speak for myself. Man.
Thought we'd be at the stage of, I thought we'd be somewhere, but metahumans were like, oh no way you'd have lifelike characters in games in 2012, like no chance. But now,
Release date.
oh,
Still a while to
5
go.
years time, you could.
Still a while to go.
Will be, like you said, indistinguishable from any actor. Which I guess comes to a point of, where does that line? Where do you draw that line between tech and like real life? Like, is there a line in which we need? Do we draw a line where like, okay, tech can't cross this barrier? Because another thing that with NFTs as well is like generative art. So artists, it's not even about great artists. They don't need artists.
Well, this is a good conversation bit too. Damn.
So like, do you think there's a line that needs to be drawn between the digital, like using tech for everything, or is it just it's open season? Like tech is going to take over. If you
Probably not this year. No.
you get left behind.
I anticipate
Art is subjective. Whatever you find music.
end 2023, mid early 2024.
Right? So I can be staring at something and saying and completely not understanding it. Like, what is the point of that? And you can be staring at it and think that's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I'm going to spend all of my salary on this. And that's what I love about art. And that's what's great about it.
Beyond art, do you think like say like teaching and educational resources? Do you think like these virtual experiences and all that could take away the need for maybe going to places like this, like actually be drawn between business? I wonder where this whole space will be with metaverse. But I get
For traditional art as well is that
true.
I see what you mean about the creation of the art. That maybe the intention or the passion to create an artistic piece isn't the core motivation when the publishing platform is digital and it's an NFT, and maybe the motivation might have switched slightly to kind of monetary value of it rather than the artistic value of it.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm curious to see where it goes. Honestly, like, next like 5 years or so. I wonder where this whole space will be with metaverse.
Oh, it's an estimate you make, but there's so many things that go on, like publishers and the process of getting that and getting the team and everything. It's like you give an estimate, you know, best case, and then kind of just work with what happens really. We can't rush it, you know. Like we could, like, if I'm totally honest with you, we could probably me and Dado, get to like a Watch Dogs level, pretty like in terms of parkour, pretty quickly. To be honest, like we could get like a very basic blend space locomotion system going, working really functionally well in a couple of days. Get all the moves, motion capture, ton of moves. Link them up to inputs, get meet like openly blending together. Add motion warping rather than any kind of bail system. And just link it all together really and pump and push that, and then just make maps, and then get it by the end of this year. But who really wants that? Like no one really wants that. I don't want it. Yeah, I mean, I bet you don't either. So more of a wait, but it'll be worth it in the long run, I think.
similar online.
Okay. What's this text about? What was this bit? This is about NFTs in the future. Spot on. Exactly like that. We're trying to make it. It's more. We're trying to make it more than just a game. Definitely something like skate. Definitely to try and bring more people into the sport. A great appreciation for the sport. Yeah, 100%. Well, definitely something like skate. Having an influx of people would be awesome. Also just for the community as well. I think it's something the community has been wanting, something the community deserves. So yeah.
Similar online. I will drag you to your results in an hour, where you have other busy things to crack away.
17 minutes. It's for a highlight video of a podcast. It's probably right. It's a bit long, but we can't make it. How much shorter can we really make it? You know.
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is what really makes the difference. It's so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could say that. No, I'm in Loughborough.
Okay.
Finishing up the final year of my masters. So yeah, it's Loughborough's very different to London side and everything like that. But it's been alright to be fair. I'm looking forward to getting into the studio in London when that's all set up. Because I don't know, I like work from home, but I don't know if it's for me exactly. Like, what about you? Do you like prefer work from home, or is it like more of an office?
You know what? I think we're about there. You know.
I'll just be like fully engrossed, just like chatting to people whilst also working, rather than like being the. I've been enjoying it, to be fair. It's been nice.
No, I like that strategy. That keeps you disciplined.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, awesome, JD, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, man. I really hope it does have a real impact in the parkour community, both in the community and for the community. You know, I hope they love it. Oh, it says work from home. That's wrong. This is why you got spot these things. Let me talk about this.
So I've got a question for you. What was
inspiration behind? Go through, make final checks, and then I think we'll do a little end inspiration behind it from digital.
Yeah, 100%. So I've got a question for you. So obviously you said like niche digital, like you kind of initially it was about architectural.
And then I think I'm gonna get some lunch. Upload this. Slow rendering.
So like I mean I guess I'm gonna go into VR.
No. Make sure that has all the light links and stuff.
Similar online, I would drag it to you.
Yeah. So it's taking 3 hours. The hardest part was the intro, Jesus. But then once we got used to it, it was calm. Okay, now, my people, we need an ending. Actually, no, I tell you, we need a standard intro and outro clip. When you want to do it, let me know. I'll give you a little bit of credit in the captions. Now we actually do need one. I need to either make one or someone make one.
Where this whole space will be with metaverse.
Do we light leak out or just a big? I think actually light leak into it. Light leak into it. Light leak into that. Boom. Yeah. Then here, we do the next one. Awesome, that'd be sick. It's good. That'd be really cool. And then this one would be Nice. That's a nice ending, that. I like that ending a lot. Simple, sleek. No, I'm saying 17 minutes. It's long. Whatever. People can get with it. I'm not making it any shorter. Also, you mean each bit? You need to watch the whole thing. It's just a shortened version, slightly condensed version. Okay, let's check this out. Control S. Save this, please. Thank you. So let's do this. Let's check it out. What are they full screen?
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans has really made a difference. It's so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
I wish I could find one.
I go hard.
No, I'm
Yeah, cool. I think that's sick. I am going to file, export, media. Now, something you have to do. It's like, I don't remember what it was. I don't know what it is again. There's a certain thing you're meant to do. I can't remember what I did. Oh, I do not remember what I did. What the thing was. Was it this? It was a format. It was so I could export in 1080p, but I don't remember what it was. Does anyone? I don't remember. It was one of these. I just don't remember which one I used. Oh damn! Was it this one? Wait. Let me just. Page 2. Yeah, it was right. Woo. Come on. Let's see, 1080p. Full HD. Thank you very much. 4K Ultra HD. I don't know if I recorded it. Alright, so yeah, 1080p. No. I don't have the license to the audio. That's ruined everything. Oh no, I want to cry. There's no way. Ah. Oh no, I want to cry, honestly. Right click, license. Oh no, are you lying to me? You're not taking me to the. Oh, don't do this to me, Adobe. Don't be like this. I'm so sad. This music was the perfect one. Nah, don't be like this. Actually, it can't be like this. Oh, it can't be like this. Might have to use the free trial, honestly. $10 assets a month. Can I just buy it? Can I buy the song? Why is it? Wait, first of all, the whole thing's not actually popping up. Why is the thing? Or what did it say? Do it was like click it and stop or something. Yeah, yes. Shopping cart. It's not having it apparently. Stressful, stressful. Um, so you get 10 assets a month. Oh, let me do a 1 month free trial. Yeah, I'll do a 1 month free trial. Cancel risk free before this date and you won't be charged. Oh, I'm so sad. I won't use Dada's payment method though. I will use mine because that seems a bit wrong to use someone else's payment method without them. It's fine. 10 standard answers a month, get 10 free standard answers, you just cancel. Your Adobe account for customer support. Okay. I need this asset. I've done this whole video with it in mind. Plus, I'd like to use it for everyone going forward to me, so I've done my PayPal. I don't think. It's dark in this room, isn't it? I just realized this. Let me turn that on. Continue. 20% VAT. Jesus. Subscribe. 10 assets available. This will use one of your 10 licenses. Yes, confirm. Gee, let's go. See, that's what we had to do. Media. Damn, that's 10 licenses. These 10 videos a month basically get sold. Yeah, no, we're definitely using this video, this song for the rest of our ones. Okay. Minutes. Wait, what? Let's go to stuff.
What?
File. Oh, it's because I've got clips on this. File, export, media. There we go, 17. YouTube Full HD. Yes. Oh, wow. That's pretty long. Hey, Theman, how you doing, man? How are you today? I need to check my timetable for later. Case MC. Yeah, it's a time I gotta disappear today. I'm disappearing, it seems, at don't even know when. 36, so I should be disappearing around 5:30. Lovely. 5:30 I disappear. Okay. $5:30. Alright. Seems okay. I'll try to play the whole video. Well, not play the whole video, but play it, see how it looks and sounds. We were streaming 3 hours. To be fair, we did get a 17-minute video from an hour-long podcast, edited and everything. And 3 hours, not too bad. Not too bad. I can imagine if you did like a bit more good and like clever editing, like tips, and images, more like additional clips and stuff, it would be a lot harder. Especially if you had a lot of footage. Yeah, no, it's cool.
What Unreal are doing with MetaHumans is pretty amazing. It's so powerful now that you can pretty much do anything with them. The difference between a 980, which was just a few years ago, and what we have now, like the 3090 Ti's, in terms of like computing power.
I wish I had one. No, I'm in Loughborough General Operates. We do event like maybe drop a community project.
Discipline.
Yeah, 100%. So I've got a question for you. What was
The running zombie in the thing. Yeah, true. Because now I know. I just need to make them more often. Do these more often so I don't forget. I wish that background was actually mine. That was nice and good. Nice, I'd be so happy. Trying to find the bit where it switches. Because yeah, I'm good by 5 seconds, but they're not really around for 5 seconds.
benefits? I've been enjoying it. To be fair, it's been nice. It's about architectural like animation.
That keeps you disciplined.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I need to. Yeah, it's literally around for a second. I need to make timestamps for these things.
It's like you can't really procrastinate.
So
There's, like people watching you, and like even if there's like only one or two, you still feel bad because people can like watch you procrastinate. I don't know. It's weird to say because it's like if I was
So
on
the
my phone, it's while I'm
timestamps,
working.
the
It's awkward
YouTube
to be like
videos.
streaming whilst on the phone.
The
You
first
just
one
can't
is at
really do so.
4:32, I think.
It causes me like if I stream for like 4 or 5
4:32.
hours, I'll just be like fully engrossed, just like chatting to people whilst also working, rather than like being distracted around the thing. So no, it's weird. So I've got a question for you. I've been enjoying it. To be fair, it's been nice.
I like that strategy. That keeps you disciplined.
Yeah, 100%.
4:31. Cool. So 4:31 is the first shift.
Things like the leap motion sensor, ocular, something together within this cool room. The booth, it was called the cool room. Cool room, who they would check to productize, but also kind of feed other parts of the business. So I guess that was the big kind of.
Next one is at 8:21.
I'm pretty sure we're going to see other players enter the space at some point. But you have some.
No, it's interesting. VR, because obviously there's a lot of noise going on at the moment, like with Facebook's metaverse. Pretty much, I know the
Yeah, other metaverses or on board to other platforms into making this work. And Mark Zuckerberg has an ambition. I would bet against him.
Last one is
he's done alright so far. He's not much, yeah.
12:26. Okay, cool.
You know what, as well, is that maybe the most.
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I'm curious to see where it goes. Honestly, like, next like 5 years or so. I wonder where this whole space will be with metaverse.
Before I forget, let me cancel this stock trap. Definitely too expensive. Adobe Stock, yeah, gonna cancel you, man. No thanks. I already know they're gonna make me an offer, but I don't want the offer. I'm gonna cancel it. Oh yeah, wait, hold on. Let's use the 28 days to get the most out of the trial first. Actually, no, screw that. You gotta make the most out of this freedom. Okay. Well, let's get this onto the YouTube. Onto the YouTube. No, that's the wrong one. Cancel upload. Not uploaded an hour-long video. Yeah, that's gonna take ages to upload. All right, I'm gonna go stick some food in and then edit all this crap. This is the boring stuff. Nobody cares about this. And upload it. Yeah. Cheers, guys. That was a fun 3.5 hours. Probably do some coding later. Probably a late one. I've got some stuff to do, but yeah, I enjoy this. It was good fun. And I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I'm gonna start getting back to my everyday ones.